What's my morning view today? Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Stopped in Ludlow's Reserve on the edge of Lake Hume last night. This is a pretty popular free campsite and one of the few around the Albury-Wodonga area. There's one by the river over on the sort of Melbourne side of Albury-Wodonga. Considered going there, but it was quite a bit of dirt road getting out there, so I thought, nah, stuff it. I think if you watch more than one of my videos, you know I've got an aversion to getting my van dirty when it's looking slightly clean. Quite nice around this lake. It's not a bad spot to be if you're planning on hanging around Albury for a day or so. Even just as a stopover, it's pretty good. Anyway, my goal for today is get to Canberra, so let's get a move on. It's about 3.5 hours from here.
For 2 kilometres.
Time for a lunch break. I think I'm going to cook some dumplings. Just came up to the lookout in Gundagai. I've never actually been up at this lookout before. It's quite nice. Let them steam away. I haven't had dumplings in weeks. I've been eating out with friends and family pretty much every day for the last couple of weeks. I was worried about spooking the horses when I sent the drone up, and they actually came running over to check it out as I brought it back down. One more thing that I've got to do before I leave Gundagai. My son told me I've got to fly my drone along the big old wooden bridge down there, so let's go and see if we can find a spot to sit where there's not too many people around and hopefully not annoy anyone. So I've arrived in Yass. I'm about 45 minutes from Canberra basically here. 57 kilometres there, that's what it's telling me. They've got a dump point and fresh water and everything. It's actually an old service station, I think. So you know, you can park undercover and top up your water, which is really quite nice. So just made use of all that. I'm kind of thinking Yass has a free campsite. I thinking I might stop here tonight because Canberra really doesn't have any free spots. So once I head into Canberra, I'm sort of back streets and things like that. So I reckon stay here tonight. Tomorrow morning I'm going to watch my son compete in a horse riding event, so that'll be at the Royal Canberra Show, and I don't have to be there till 10 o'clock in the morning, so that'll work well. I'll stay here, have a nice peaceful night, and then I can head down into Canberra in the morning. Like all the free sites, it's pretty busy here, but this will do me up on top of the hill. It's about 10 to 8 now. I got woken up by a massive flock of corellas as they went screaming past. I didn't quite catch it on video, but it was a lot. Beautiful campsite, this one. Nice and quiet. Well, until the corellas rocked up this morning, but hey, can't complain. It's hilarious. The guys in the bloody rooftop tents down there, they got about half a dozen chickens wandering around them. Now, definitely time to get moving. Pushing 9 o'clock now. Supposed to be down there by about 10 at the showgrounds, so oh, I can never get moving quickly. Hey, this is exciting. Bloody hell. Alright, I think I'm onto him. So this is Sebastian, this is my youngest son. Haven't met him before.
Don't wipe on him.
Class 930.
There's some big horses over in the background there.
All heavy glory. Class 930.
There's Bass over there. It's a good thing you've got a big zoom lens because he's ended up right over the other side.
Average rating.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Very good.
Means we need to go back and then do it again.
So how many goes of that one do you get?
So you get your first place,
Yeah.
then you get the championship chance,
Oh, okay.
and then there's a supreme chance as well.
Okay, nice.
In an hour we'll go up against the gelding and
Yeah, I got a few. So Bass's wife is over at the dog area, and they brought a dog as well that they're showing, so apparently she's doing quite well with that. Dog's won the first round. Now, who's this little hairy thing?
This is Lyric.
Okay.
Say hi, bud. Hello.
Hello. Just having a bit of a warm-up session. Yeah, first place. Nice. Heading back for the final go. This is the final round, so the championship type best of show thing. Got a green one this time. Well, it's been a long day of standing up and walking, that's for sure. Bloody hell, I don't know how many kilometres I've walked, but back to the van now, and I'll wander off and find somewhere to hide for the night. That's going to be a challenge because I don't really know anywhere around Canberra. Oh, bloody hell. There is actually a little car park just over there. If there wasn't an event on, probably would be a viable option. Long day, bloody hell. It's 20 to 5 now, so yeah, been here 7 hours. I think I'll get on the, I'm going to get on Google Maps and have a bit of a poke around, see what I can find. So another one of those things I get asked in the comments every now and then is how I find places to stay at night. Alright, so I always go to Google Maps. I often use my phone just because it's convenient. So let's have a little look at this. So first thing, let's go into satellite view because that way you can actually get to see where there's gravel areas on the sides of roads. You've got a bit more detail. So if we zoom into where I am there, you can see it's not actually shown as a car park on the map, but you can see a massive gravel area, so you know, that's clearly an indication of a good spot where you potentially could stay, except this one's got gates, so no good. There's that little car park just outside the gate that I pointed to a minute ago, but yeah, tonight, a bit too busy, there's too many people around here, so not a good idea. Let's zoom out and have a look for areas of greenery. So here's some over here. And yeah, there's a red flag on there because I have just had a bit of a quick look. But what we can see is that we've got a major road down there and a bunch of cars parked. So we don't want to park there, it's going to be too noisy. But towards the middle of this area we do have a couple of car parks. So next thing, jump into Street View. And let's have a look at the entrance to the car park and see what sort of signage there is. And here we are. So let's just blow that up. We've got some signs here. This is a 2p from 7 till 6 p.m. So that's not saying we can't stay there overnight. And I think that's all we've got, right? So yeah, another one over there. So 2p area, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. I think it says Monday to Friday, a little hard to read there, but so there you go. So I'm not seeing anything that says that you can't park there overnight, and that's kind of the key. So I reckon that's a reasonable sort of place to have a bit of a look at. So from there, my next step would be just to drive down, have a bit of a cruise round and scope it out. Sometimes I'll do that. Look, I will look for about 4 or 5 different locations, and I've actually done that. I've marked quite a few on the map here now in a relatively small area. Similar things, you know, there's a couple of lakes close by, there's a dog exercise area. They're an early wake up because people get out early with their dogs before work. So anyway, those sorts of things. What quite often happens with sporting fields is that there'll be sports on. Damn it! So you'll get down there at night and there'll be teams playing till quite late at night, which is always a bit of a bummer, so hence why you have to have a backup. But, you know, you get down there and there's no one there, then, well, fair game. So if you've watched some of my videos, you're probably aware of my rules that I set myself for, you know, how I camp on the streets or get away with free camping. And, you know, in a place like this that I'm looking at now, in those recreation reserves, generally speaking, what I'll do is arrive late and get out early. And so what I'll do is tonight I'll find somewhere public to loiter around, have dinner, all that sort of business, and just quietly, I'm thinking this spot right here, heck, I've paid my $10 to park in this car park, so this is good for me. I'll stay here and until they tell me to get out because they're going to lock the door, and then I'll probably wander down to that sporting field and really drive in. Park legally, get in a parking space, you know, one parking space, not diagonally across them, and I always make sure I'm in the lines and follow all the parking rules, and that way there's no disputes about, you know, me parking illegally, and then I'll sleep there, keep my lights off as much as possible, really keep low key. Generally I don't even get out of the van, I'll just climb through from the front seat into the back, set the bed up, go to sleep, and then in the morning I'll jump up pretty early and move on somewhere else, and typically what I do is I move somewhere else just to have breakfast, have a shower, all that sort of business, just so that I'm out of there, you know, and if anybody has spotted you overnight and called the ranger, then hopefully by the time the ranger gets into work, I'm gone and I'm off somewhere else. So that's just the way I play it. And look, I've had no problems. I stay in sporting fields like that all the time and never run into any issues. But yeah, I do keep it low key. You know, I don't treat them like campsites. I don't arrive there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and sit outside all afternoon and have a barbecue out in the footpath. It is literally a sleeping spot and then move on somewhere else. Yes, it's a pain in the butt sometimes. Yeah, it's not relaxing. It's obviously not relaxing, but you know, it's the price you pay. If you want to relax, then you pay to go into a caravan park, and then you deal with all the other hassles of being in a caravan park with hundreds of other people. Yeah, which are probably less than being on the streets and you know, having to run around all over the place. But you know, personally for me, spending, you know, upwards of $50 a night on a caravan park is just not viable, not every single night of the week. Might as well rent a house. In reality, no one has ever come and said anything to me about stopping in a place overnight, and generally if someone does approach me and wants to have a chat, they're just talking about the lifestyle, you know. They want to know, know about my van and know what I'm doing, where I'm travelling, all that sort of business. I don't think I've really had too many negative conversations with people. I don't think I've had any negative conversations with people that have actually come up and said hello. Alright, I'm lurking under the cover of darkness now, so just come down to this sporting field I was looking at on the map. These images will be horrible and grainy, but hey, it's dark, so I'll do what I can. What do we got? This all looks feasible. I don't see any signage saying that you can't stay here overnight. What's this little bit over here? This is kind of a little side street that goes nowhere. There's a patch of dirt just here. Some dirty old toilets. Hopefully they're locked so we don't get gentlemen with questionable intent loitering around. I have secreted myself. Car coming, turn lights off. Shh, don't move. Alright, I think we're good. Well, it seems pretty quiet. I reckon I'm going to settle in here and we'll see how it plays out for the night. I may wake up in a totally different location. It wouldn't be the first time, but hey, there's actually a fair bit of traffic going through here by the looks of things, but it's quiet because it's a lot of speed humps, very slow roads, so we'll give it a shot. We're back in the morning with a report out.
Alright, so 6:30 AM, I'm up, packed up the bed, thrown some clothes on, and I'll wander off somewhere else to continue the morning's ritual. I was hanging around horses all day yesterday, and yeah, the smell of horse crap just around the yards and everything was really strong. And I'm just lying here in bed last night, had the roof vents open, and I'm just, I swear I can smell horse crap still, but just figured it was still stuck up my nose. Just looked out my side window. There's piles of horse crap here. Who would have thought? So it wasn't a bad night last night actually. That spot was reasonably quiet. People did start rocking up at about just before 6 AM this morning. I was parked next to an archery range, so people were coming down to shoot some arrows in the morning. Anyway, I'm heading down to Lake Burley Griffen now. I want to go for a ride around that and sort of take in a few of the sights of Canberra. Seems like a good way to do it by bike, so why not? Oh, here's some little boat ramp type thing. This is only 3-hour parking, and sign over there saying no camping or overnight stays, so that rules that one out. So this is just a little boat ramp, not far from Parliament House. It's actually just at the bottom of all the embassies and things. I reckon I'll have breakfast here. It's 3-hour parking limit, so I could actually ride from here, but by the time I faffed about having breakfast, it'll be too late. Didn't really leave myself a lot of space to get the bike out, but hey. Nice little swimming spot in the lake. What have we got here? Nice peaceful little spot. There's Government House over there. Hard to see in the distance, but hey. Still well and truly out of the city. I think I've only done like 10 Ks. Probably not even that. Oh man. So stuffed.
quite an impressive building. Art. So I'm in the park now. It's where they do Floriade every year. That's the big flower expo show, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Floriade. There's a few sculptures and things around here as well, so even when there's no flowers, it's worth having a bit of a wander around. It's quite a nice park, really. Blundell's cottage. Lavishly appointed. Got an outdoor pizza oven. Guessing that's front door. There we go. Blundell, isn't he a singer? James Blundell or something? I don't bloody know. I would have thought he would have had a nicer house than that. Wall ride. Yeah, if it wasn't polished, it'd be tempting. So this is the spot where you go to contest all your camping fines. Not sure what this is. It's interesting. A big grass area. Okay. Got Questacon. Oh, the old Parliament House. Got quite a few interesting sculptures and things around here. That's pretty cool. I reckon that's about as close as I could be bothered getting. It's all fenced off. Yeah. I've got myself a nice little shady spot for the moment. It's going to be like 33 degrees today, so probably not a bad spot to stay until it drains my battery flat. I think I'm going to leave this video here just with a real small taste of Canberra at this point. I'm going to be here for a few weeks at least, I would say. And this afternoon I've really just got to go out and do some grocery shopping because I've got nothing in the cupboards. I think over the next several weeks I'll do a bit of running around, obviously quite a few bike rides. I'm going to check out quite a few of the sites around town, but I also want to get out into the surrounding areas around Canberra as well, which is something I haven't done much of. But hey, if you've got anything that you'd like me to go and check out for you, let me know and I'll go for a wander around, see what I can see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye.